Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Genie Signatures. If you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Yeah, please click on that subscribe button and the notification bell. You see a red thing like a bell. Please click on it so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. And then please kindly share this video because it's gonna be helpful to lots of people. Then we go over to the crotch. This is mostly used for trousers. That is when you want to sew a knicker, you want to sew a trouser, you want to sew a jumpsuit, you make use of a crotch measurement. How do you get this? Right at the middle of where that measuring tape, elastic tape was placed, you can tell your student to sit on a chair. Then you place your tape on that elastic band. Then you drag down the tape parallel to on the chair. You can get your crotch like that. But in some instances, I think that is the most accurate way of getting your crotch. But in some instances, you can still use your hip circumference divided by 4. It has worked. I've tried it and it has worked. But if you want a more accurate measurement, that is from a sewing tutorial, just tell your client or your customer to sit down on the chair, put the tape on the waistline, and then bring it down on the chair. Whatever you get there is your crotch measurement. That is the most appropriate way of getting your crotch measurement. Then to get the full length of your clothes, depending on the clothes you may want a short dress, you may want a 3/4, you may want a full one that will get the length of the clothes. You just place your tape on the nape of your shoulder, you bring it parallel to the ground, you measure the length, and then you get the hem allowance. That is how you get your full body measurements. Yeah, and for the shoulder length, we have different ways of achieving this depending on the style of the clothes. Like there are some clothes, I'm talking about, there are some clothes that are cut with the sleeves. You don't need to cut the sleeves separately. We have all these dashiki styles that we make, or we call it cut together clothes, that you need your full shoulder measurement, because you need to measure from the middle of your neckline or the middle of the back of your neck, then you get it to where you want your sleeve to get to. You can get your shoulder measurement for there for a particular style, but for the normal styles that you need to add a sleeve to it, you need to place your tape from one end of your shoulder across the back to the other side of your shoulder. That is how you get your shoulder measurement, because shoulder measurement differs from one person to another. Yeah, then we have what we call the upper arm circumference. This upper arm circumference is for people like us, or some people that have what they call Christian mother. Yeah, that is some people that have biceps. They have the biceps larger than the normal biceps. So that when you sew a sleeve, it will be able to fit the person, because there are some instances where some people sew a sleeve and the person could not fit the person very well, because the person that made the clothes did not remember to do the person's biceps. That is the upper arm circumference. So it is important and imperative of us as designers or as tailors or as fashion designers to ensure that we always take that tape. That is, how do you achieve that? You place the tape measure under the arm and measure the upper arm circumference over a hand. That is how some people do it. You place your palm inside on the person's body, on the person's hand, then you round your tape, place your tape around it. Is the sleeve length. How do you achieve the sleeve length? With the arm slightly bent, not really bent too much, just slightly bent, measure from the shoulder to below the wrist bone. Below the wrist bone. Like now, if you're making a tailored garment that has a dart at the elbow, you record the mid measurement where the elbow bends. This allows you to place the dart directly, because there are some clothes that requires you to make a dart at the elbow. That is for that. Or if you just want to get your normal sleeve measurement, just place your measuring tape from the shoulder and you get the length of the dress. We have different types of length. We have the short sleeve, we have the 3/4 sleeve, and then we have the full sleeve. So wherever your client wants his or her sleeve to get to, you measure and jot them appropriately. And then we have what they call the back width. The back width is where you measure back width from arm crease to arm crease. That is at the back, not at the front. You just place your tape from where your armhole is at the back, direct on a straight line to the other side of the arm. This makes it easy to avoid creases at the back of the clothes, to make it smooth and lay flat, because we don't have a bust at the back. So that is the essence of that. And for the next tutorial that I'm going to be telling you, we'll go to cutting, because since we know how to measure now, the next thing should be for us on how to cut.